The fires of the soul burn brightest under conflict. Lonely Fire Dancer, Celebrant of Inok. Chapter 1. Good idea, Derek said behind Tohmas. Your arm will get weak if you don't use it regularly. I usually recommend things that are a little less fragile. Be ashamed to break it. Tohmas placed the glass orb he had been fiddling with atop his folded green tunic on the large table. Master Kittable had warned breaking the sphere would defend against hostile magic and warn Kittable about the attack. Cutter Derek was right. He did not want to break it prematurely. Tohmas's shoulder panged as Cutter tightened the bandage, having replaced the moss bandages with fresh ones. The arrow wound bled surprisingly little, but he had a bruise from his arm to the middle of his back because of it. I had noticed it was slow, he said. Truthfully, his left arm screamed in pain if he moved it. He found it hard to grip a weapon and could not lift anything beyond his dagger. His natural tendency was for his left hand, but he had trained to use his right to better fit in among the Asparan. He hated to think he would have to rely on it, knowing his left was faster, stronger, and less expected. 3 days since you got shot in the back, and you're not surprised that your shoulder hurts. You have not been sparring, have you? The cutter demanded, interrupting the prince in a way few dared. The cutter glared at Karsh, who was perched on a nearby chairback. Tohmas's prime protector fiddled with a knife, weaving it over his fingers, much like Tohmas had the orb. Did you spar? Prime Protector, your duty is to defend this stubborn oaf, even from himself. Karsh gave a sharp-toothed grin that looked demonic in the light of the lamp hanging from the central post. The small candle atop Inok's altar flickered behind him, heightening the sinister look. Rydans were not known for holding back. Derek may not have realized it, but Tohmas's upbringing among the Rydans was the main reason he hid the discomfort of his wound. But he saw no reason to explain that. I have to be fit when we meet Northlanders, Derek, he answered. For the moment, that means I am behaving myself. To a point, of course. To a point? The bandage, now secure around the prince's entire shoulder, Cutter Derek pulled a pot from his pocket and applied an ointment on Tohmas's exposed back. Yes, Derek, to a point. Are you quite finished? You have a rather impressive number of scars that... My scars are fine. They have not grieved me yet, and I do not expect them to grieve me in the future. Despite the continued administrations, Tohmas stood. All right, Cutter Derek said in surrender, not tall enough to reach Tohmas's scarred shoulders without Tohmas being seated. He presented a handful of pills to the prince, but Tohmas shook his head. I promise to recover without your herbs. I will not upset your reputation, I assure you. When he crossed his arms, the statement was final. The cutter replaced the pills into one of his voluptuous pockets, then adjusted his collar where the pressed flower denoting his service to the god Pari was pinned. As you wish, my prince, Derek said with an undisguised roll of his eyes. He shoved his tools unceremoniously into various pockets as he added, If you want to improve the use of your arm... Karsh leapt up from his seat, toppling the chair behind him and drawing a second knife instantly. Tohmas joined him, forgetting about his wound and drawing his sword. Fiery agony shot from his neck to his fingers. He swapped his sword to his right hand, ready, despite the pain, to deal with whatever Karsh had detected.